For more episodes of the Games4all podcast, check out our website www.games4all podcast.com.
You can also follow us at twitter.com/Games4all or check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Games4all podcast.
The Games4all podcast is brought to you in association with HostGator. For all your web host needs, check out hostgator.com. Hello and welcome to the Games4all podcast, episode 80. I'm your host, Dan Young, and with me as always, I'm my good friend
James Craigie.
And
Michelle Barry.
Hey, we've made it to 80 episodes.
Oh no.
Who'd have thought it?
Oh, I don't. We did. We thought we'd probably make 80 episodes.
I don't think this is my 80th episode.
Well, it's fine.
You have been sort of around for most of these 80 episodes.
To the 80 episodes.
Yeah.
Well, let's not make a big deal. It's not like it's 100 or anything yet. So.
No.
Getting close.
They are getting very close, yeah. So, we announced this week our nominations for the Games4all Awards for this year. Because obviously it's coming up to the end of the year now. Pretty much all the games that are coming out have come out. Obviously there's some coming out this week, which we'll mention at the end of the show. But pretty much the big hitters have all been released.
Have all been hit.
And so last year we did our award ceremony. It was a little bit controversial, some of our choices.
Yeah.
So this time around we've kind of opened it up to the public vote. We can personally vote on it. Obviously our vote only counts as one, but everybody else gets the choice as well. And we're about to run down the nominees before we do what we've been playing. You can head over to Facebook, facebook.com/Games4all podcast.
Like us.
And hit like, please do, and then vote for your choices on there. There's a way you could also email your choices to us, podcast@Games4allpodcast.com, or if you head over to Twitter, we've actually announced the nominations on there as well. You can go over to that and just send us a message at Games4all, and just mention who you want to win what category. So, speaking of the categories, best downloadable game, our nominations are Bastion, From Dust, Insanely Twisted Shadow Planet, Stacking, and Rock of Ages.
Hey.
So it's a fairly broad kind of selection of titles there.
An eclectic mix.
Yes. So best indie game, we've got Minecraft, Bastion again, because obviously it's an indie game, and Rocket Bird's Hard Boiled Chicken. So
an eclectic mix.
Yeah. Okay, so best soundtrack / score, we have Deus Ex, Human Revolution, Gears of War 3, Crysis 2, Batman Arkham City, and The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim.
You see, this one's hard because I listen a lot to like game music and stuff. But yeah, please vote.
Obviously, vote for what you think should win it, what deserves. Best sound design. Now, this is obviously not the music in the game. This is the actual sound effects.
This is best soundtrack is what I hear when I play games. This is what you hear when you play games. So
best sound design, we have Battlefield 3, Dead Space 2, Gears of War 3, Crysis 2, and Portal 2. Obviously, some of these, it's quite funny picking some of the nominations for this, because we had to think way back to the beginning of the year for some of these, especially Dead Space 2, which came out in January.
Yeah, but we only picked the games that Dan thought sort of really sounded...
Well, yeah, of course.
Atmospheric.
Well, yeah,
and suited the game.
So, best graphics. It's a big one. It's a biggie. It has been controversial last year. We have the nominations are The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, Battlefield 3, Rage, Crysis 2, Uncharted 3, Gears of War 3, Batman Arkham City, L.A. Noire, and Dead Space 2.
An eclectic mix.
Okay, so kind of paying homage to the unsung heroes here. Studio Developer of the Year, we have Bethesda, Epic, Valve, DICE, Rockstar / Team Bonder. I don't know if they were anything. Visceral Games, Naughty Dog. Sorry. Double Fine, Crytek, Rocksteady, Infinity Ward / Sledgehammer, and Media Molecule. So
an eclectic mix. I think I know the name of the episode.
Yeah, I think we've. I don't think you'd keep saying it.
I just like the way it sounded.
Yeah. So most anticipated game for next year, 2012, with Mass Effect 3, Bioshock Infinite, The Darkness 2, Prey 2, Tomb Raider, Prototype 2, and Aliens Colonial Marines. So this is what game we're the most excited about. I think it doesn't matter really what game you pick on that list, because I'm pretty sure half of them are probably going to be a letdown, but you know, there's a lot of potential. So the big one, the game of the year, our nominations are, oh god, there's a lot here. Skyrim, Batman Arkham City, Gears 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, L.A. Noire, Rage, Dead Island, Infamous 2, Dead Space 2, Uncharted 3 and Crysis 2.
An eclectic mix.
Alright, okay, there's enough of that. So that is pretty much all the nominations, all the nominees, for our this year's Games4all awards. Now you've got till December the 4th to get your votes in. There's 8 categories we've just announced who you can pick from that list. Some people have been picking things like FIFA and stuff that isn't on it, but whatever. That doesn't count. It has to be on this list. So either head over to Facebook, Twitter, or email us what you want to win, which of those 8 categories. And we've got till December the 4th. After that, we top up all the choices, and then, I think our end of year episode is coming out on the 16th.
So not quite the end of the year.
Yeah, close enough. Well, no, because we take 2 weeks off at the end of the year, so...
Yeah, true.
It's our end of year special. It's the last episode of the year, so...
Yeah.
That's what it means. Alright?
Okay.
Is that fine with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Good. Okay. What have we been playing?
An eclectic mix.
Okay. Fucker. I'll start because I haven't been playing very much. I played a little bit more of Saints Row the Third, not as much as I would like to have. Still really enjoying it, still a lot of fun. Not much in the way of innovation compared to Saints Row 1 and 2. Pretty much more of the same. Not great graphics, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. And, it doesn't have to have great graphics. It doesn't have to be majorly innovative. They do throw enough stuff in there that's different, I think, to kind of keep you playing it. And the missions are still pretty fun. And it's not sort of too overly frustrating or anything. It's all you can kind of, and I like with games like this, you can just kind of do a few missions, and if you kind of feel yourself getting a bit sort of stuck or can't be bothered, you can just blow shit up. Yeah,
and stick on some Boudicca spikes and kneecap some pedestrians.
So exactly, that's all you've seen of me play it, really. So it's great fun. But yeah, there is a lot more customization, I think, in this game. I think that's probably where the innovation is. Just kind of throwing more stuff you can do in there, but it's not completely game changing stuff. But a lot of fun. I'll probably be playing this for the weeks to come because there's quite a lot to get through. But yeah, enjoying it.
Okay, Michelle, your turn.
Do you really want to know what I've been playing?
Well, you've been playing on your MacBook.
Well, that too.
But go on, what games have you been playing?
Games, well, I've got a free app.
A free app of the week?
Free app of the week. It isn't normally free.
Okay.
They have this thing where you get a top-rated paid app and you get it for free for 1 day.
Okay, so if you're listening to this now, too late, you can't get it for free.
Well, you've got a few hours.
Okay.
But,
well, they won't hear this by then.
Okay, then so bad luck, sorry. But yeah, it's kind of a weird name.
Go on, say it.
Baby monkey, brackets, riding backwards on a pig.
Okay.
Baby monkey riding backwards on a pig.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I like it because it's kind of like it does what it says on the tin.
Yeah, but I think it is.
It even sings the song.
You don't want to hear the song.
Oh, the song's awesome.
You'll get it stuck in your head for ages. But overall, it is kind of addictive.
I'm just thinking about writing up the show notes. What we've been playing. Baby monkey riding backwards on a pig. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, it's better than finger it.
True. Yeah, that's true. Finger it.
Is it better than finger it though?
What did I say? Finger ninja.
Yeah.
Sorry, finger ninja.
Yeah, that classic.
Yeah. It's all right. It's the same old as that you get with any other game, which I'm kind of getting tired of, and trying to find new ways or new games without using the same old fake buttons.
Yeah, that does my head in.
Yeah.
This is pretty much it's the same. You don't control any horizontal movement.
No, this was kind of like Demolition Dash last week, where the pig is already running, and you control it jumping and avoiding obstacles, and the monkey jumps up and down on the pig.
So you have two separate jumping things to...
I mean, there's a whole gesture system built into the iPhone. Why didn't somebody embrace that a little bit more and just kind of...
They need to do maybe like flick the iPhone or...
Well, you can get things that are like Infinity Blade and shit
Infinity
like
Blade 2's coming out.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna have to try that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks awesome.
And,
but it's you've got come on, people.
Yeah.
But then I guess at the end of the day, you get these kind of small little developers who just you quickly program things and just to make a bit of money.
You do get people who are will happily spend ages on the App Store buying games for 69p, £1.29, whatever you want to pay.
Yeah.
But I
guess you can't really expect that much of them.
Yeah. But at the same time, you can get some really, really shit-free apps, and then some of them that I think could do as well is ones that you pay for, 69p or whatever you want to pay for.
So you have to sieve through a river of shit to find that tiny
nugget
of gold.
Basically, yeah. That's
that kind of sucks, really, because you'd kind of like to think the App Store's got quality stuff on it, but I guess
it does, but you have to look for it.
Yeah, but other than that,
I have to admit though, some of the games that you found are genius.
I think my task in the past though has been to try and find some really weird games, and I think this counts as one of them.
It definitely falls into that category, yes.
I like it. What I was saying about, I thought
the fact that it has its own theme tune.
Yeah.
But
if you really are desperate enough to hear that, then by all means, go check it out.
I'll see if I can find a trailer and put it up on Facebook.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, cool. Right then, I think we know what James has been playing, so let's have a break. Just come on.
I started Assassin's Creed Revelations again. The reasons for which I will not go into, suffice to say, is I made a boo-boo.
I do.
But, it's good. It's Assassin's Creed. Got some pretty cool things. A couple of bugs I've noticed.
Yeah.
One is sometimes you'll get guards disappearing into rooftops, and then when you kill them, they'll kind of rubber band and stretch and then propel themselves up into space.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of that you were showing me. Yeah,
Wait, don't fix it. Don't need to fix that. That's fun.
No, but that's cool. I mean, been trying lots of different things and doing around. You can actually do quite a lot fairly early in the game as far as collecting items are concerned.
Right.
You get the collectible things. In the first game you had flags, and then in the second one you had feathers, and then flags came back in flags and feathers were in Brotherhood.
Jesus.
Now you get animus data fragments where you collect so many and you can unlock the Desmond missions. I did all the Desmond missions.
That's pretty cool.
They're completely optional.
Yeah.
And they're, I think I mentioned this before, slightly reminiscent of Portal.
Oh, right.
Like first person perspective, puzzle platforming.
Really?
Yeah, you get 2 shapes. You can create a flat platform and a raised ramp. And you have to get basically from one side to the other. But there are all sorts of obstacles, and sometimes you get areas where you can't place any blocks, so you need to find another way round, or you get kind of moving areas where the blocks move and you need to move and do stuff. But it's very weird, completely optional. It also gives vague sort of hints at his backstory, shows brief flashes of images, and as you progress through the sequences they get clearer and clearer and clearer until the last sequence, which is just genius. I won't go into any more details than that, but
that's cool.
But you only need to collect 30 fragments to unlock all of them, and there are 100 fragments to get.
Oh, fair enough. That's pretty cool.
There is an achievement for getting all 100, but the good thing is once you collect 50 of them, they all appear on the map, so you know exactly where they are.
So they made it pretty easy for you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The whole collecting stuff is easy, but I've actually found the game itself much harder.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, the enemies are tougher. There's more of a challenge in the fights, especially doing it the way you want to do, and especially when it comes to buying the shops and renovating the town. That makes you more infamous, and getting your infamy down is a lot harder. So
interesting.
And also, as the character of Ezio travels through, he's obviously been getting older. You can actually start to feel that he kind of struggles climbing up stuff now. I mean, it doesn't, gameplay wise, it doesn't make any difference more in the animation.
Yeah.
But you get that feeling for it. He grunts more in exertion and stuff. And
yeah, no, that's cool.
It's little details like that which really makes me love this game. And I've been playing Elder Scrolls as well.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim. Found a cool little exploit for that.
Yeah.
It's a great game for grinding.
Yeah.
Which is an RPG term. Basically, the very first thing you do is almost get your head cut off. Then you escape. As soon as your bonds are cut, the guy who you escape with says, "Oh, look in a chest and find some armour." You can do that, or you can pick up a sword off the wall. Now, this guy you're following is a quest giver, and therefore can't really die.
Sweet.
And he's non-hostile. So you can sit there and you can batter the shit out of him with your sword and make your sword skill go up. He does nothing. I think you were out at your parents', and I spent about 3 hours just twatting this guy with the sword. And I got up to like a level 5 or whatever before I even exited the first dungeon. My one-handed skill was like through the roof.
That's brilliant.
And yeah, that made it good. To the point where the little wolves and stuff did no damage to me when I got out of the thing. So I just stood there and let them attack me, and my health was actually healing faster than they were damaging me.
Right.
And you can boost up your armour.
That's fucking cool.
Just by standing there and being all stoic, and then just hold your shield up. And some of the little upgrades and stuff is awesome. I mean, because I've been doing this, you get this whole, like, the way combat changed. I've been looking at some of the perk system. And like bows, for instance, you increase your archery, you get a thing where you can aim the bow, you know, by pulling the left trigger and do like a sort of zoom in aim.
Yeah.
But you can also get one where it actually slows down time when you do it to make it easier to shoot things. And the same with blocking with your shield. If you get a perk where an enemy does a power attack at you, time slows down and gives you enough time to bash them in the face and twat them. So
excellent. A lot of twatting.
Yeah, there is a lot of twatting. Killed some more dragons.
Yeah.
But because I've been grinding so much, the first dragon you face is supposed to be like a level 5 something dragon.
Yeah.
And it looks because I was like a level 17 when I fought it. Bearing in mind this is supposed to be about an hour or two into the game. Yeah. I was level 17. This was level 20 dragon, and I still beat the shit out of it.
Awesome.
It was awesome.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a great little game. And I found another little glitch which you can see online where you do this one quest and it gives you a book which boosts up all your stats in a particular field, either like warrior, thieving or mage. And when you do that, the book disappears unless you put it on a bookshelf. And then you can read it as many times as you want.
Awesome. Just like real life.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. But I'm not naming any names. Suffice to say someone we know quite well. I was looking at him playing Skyrim, and I know that the soft cap is set at level 50.
Yeah.
And I say after level 50 it's hard to level up. He was at level 81. I'm like, how the fuck did you do this? And he said, dude, check this out. And I did. And yeah, so...
Oh, that Aaron Teague. What?
But yeah, no, I'm in the process of doing that. So I will become the god of Skyrim.
That's awesome. Okay.
I'm going to try and do this before the patch comes out, because you know they're going to fix that.
Yeah, that's true. You got to get in there quick. Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, speaking of our good friends over at the Underground Geek Network, you should probably check their show out, undergroundgeeknetwork.com. Check them out on iTunes. Do a search for them. If you search for the Games4all podcast on iTunes, which you really should do also, they also come up in your search. So subscribe to both of us. Hope to have them on at some point soon, very soon. And yeah, head on over, check their show out. It's great. It's out every 2 weeks, I think, every fortnight. So good stuff. And we're going to take a quick break now. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about this week's news. Hello and welcome back to the Games4all podcast. Over to James with the Nyows.
Sorry. The Nyows?
The news, yes. Go on.
Okay. We've talked about Codemasters before.
Oh dear.
And our bitter hatred of what they've become.
Yeah, you can call it that. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
The
actually.
Mediocre racing game
Yeah.
pusher outer.
Sorry guys, but that's the truth.
Yeah. They're doing something right though. The 1991 classic adventure, Dizzy, Prince of the Oak Folk, one of my all-time favourite games. What are you laughing at? Dizzy, Prince of the Oak Folk.
That.
Yeah.
Fantastic Dizzy. He's an egg.
Yeah. We know.
He goes searching for cherries.
Yeah. Well, when you say it like that. Yeah.
Well, our oval friend is returning to iOS and Android devices, and it'll be like an updated version of that, which I'm hoping that they'll bring out the whole series, because
that would be kind of cool. It's kind of we're seeing a lot of that because obviously iOS devices, Android, mobile market is kind of obviously with Android there's a whole range of handsets of various kind of capabilities and specifications, but pretty much all of them are capable of running kind of old school games and stuff. So
yeah, well, this will be like an update. So I imagine for like iOS and like iPad and all that, it'll be HD.
yeah, it'll probably look pretty good.
Remix and stuff. And this really was an excellent game. There's a lot of love going on for Dizzy.
Cool.
Right now, so
Good.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to Sonic CD.
Yeah, me too.
It's a bit off topic, but
Yeah, but in the same vein.
Hmm.
But yeah, so look forward to that. There's no real date of when it's coming, but it's coming. So be patient.
That's the main thing.
We'll be egging it up soon.
That's
Next is one of my favourite kinds of stories.
a Bioware story.
Oh yeah, it's a Bioware story, but it's a teaser of a teaser.
Oh, fuck.
A little while ago, it was announced that Bioware would be unveiling a new title at the VGAs, the
Yeah.
Video Game Awards.
Mhm.
They did obviously Mass Effect 3.
Not as
last
good
year.
as the Games4all awards.
No,
No.
no, not at all, not at all.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sorry.
trying to think of something witty to throw in there, but I can't. No, it's
No,
just
no.
not as good.
Yeah, true.
But you do get some trailers and stuff there,
Yeah.
which is cool. And there's like a teaser of the trailer that they'll be showing.
It's amazing. I love it.
Now, it looked fairly interesting because the tiny, like, 3-second snippet of gameplay or idea or CG or whatever it was showed like a sort of tank battle type thing going on in a street.
Right.
And there's lots of rumours going on that it might be a Command and Conquer game.
Interesting.
They reckon it's something new and something different, so probably not an RPG.
Yeah.
And they have been trying to go for sort of the more action market. It's going to be from a new Bioware studio, not the ones who've been working on there, but like a new acquisition
Right.
from the
okay.
family.
Okay, got you.
But, Command and Conquer, awesome.
Yeah,
And
that could be good.
And from that like 3-second snippet of gameplay, if the actual game looks anything like that, it's going to look awesome as well.
Sweet. Well, yeah, I mean, this could be what makes me laugh about this, obviously, because everyone's going to be saying Command and Conquer, and it'd be fucking hilarious if it isn't. It's
Yeah.
something completely different, or
Yeah,
Is
this
it Far Cry 3? Is it Far Cry? Is it Far Cry?
Far Cry 3, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Far Cry. No, is it Far Cry?
Yeah,
Sorry, that's an old joke, but yeah.
a good one.
Yeah. Way back to E3, hey? So yeah, no, I mean, there's every chance it is, I suppose, but
Or it looks
it's
like
total speculation at
yeah,
this point.
yeah. It looked like it could be that kind of game. I mean, the one thing that's missing in Command and Conquer games have been released on the Xbox, and I think they've done fairly well. But
Yeah.
One thing consoles are missing is like a really good kind of like RTS
Yeah.
game. It doesn't really translate well. So hopefully this will be like a multi-platform. Hopefully it is an RTS, and hopefully it's good.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, it's a couple of weeks until the VGAs, and I'm sure we'll be covering who wins what and all that kind of crap. So
And also like
obviously,
the trailers.
yeah,
and
obviously a lot of unveilings and stuff. A lot of this kind of stuff gets leaked early as well, though. So that'd be interesting. We might even know way beforehand. So
Yeah.
who knows? We could find out what this is next week, but we'll cover the story when it happens. But
Yeah.
yeah, interesting.
Next story. Michael Pachter. What?
Yeah, go on.
Lots of people know him. He's the sort of game-friendly analyst for Wedbush Securities. He has quite a prominent following on like game trailers
Yes.
and stuff. He talks a lot about games. He's thrown in his 2 cents on the rumours of the Xbox 720
Mhm.
release. Have you seen this or anything about what he
I
said?
try and stay away from anything Michael Pachter says because it's usually bullshit.
Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong, he just kind of makes a lot of very general... the stuff he's right about is just kind of generalised, and kind of you can kind of just guarantee that shit's going to happen anyway. And like... I take everything he says with a pinch of salt, because, let's be honest, if we've been covering this kind of story for a few weeks now, and chances are that, in all honesty, the leaked information about this, the rumours, may have even started from people who are actually working on it,
Yeah.
aka not Michael Pachter.
no.
So I'm just saying, like, I mean, he could be right, but I mean, the rest of the story pretty much goes that I think he says 2014 is more realistic or something.
Well, I don't think it's quite that. I think he says definitely 2012 is out, which I'm kind of tempted to go for. I think that
I mean,
might
I'd
be-
like to think he's right, but I don't think so. I don't know. I think there's more. Yeah, I mean, obviously they're doing a lot of stuff with the 360, as we'll talk about in a minute. But
and sales are still good. It's still leading the market.
yeah, but like the thing is, what they're doing now with the 360 could easily be gearing up for kind of a transition towards another console. And let's not forget, when the 360 came out, they were still producing certain titles on the Xbox as well for a while. Although the original Xbox had a really short lifespan. I think it was like 3 years or something. They'll still keep putting games out on 360 for probably another year after this comes out.
Yeah.
And they'll be titles side by side. Obviously, the next Xbox, the next gen or whatever, consoles, the games are going to look better on, but there'll be a little crossover.
I'm just praying that it's backwards compatible.
Let's hope people have learned from their mistakes. But my biggest problem is that you can't take Michael Pachter's word.
No.
Because he doesn't know everything.
No. But
he's got it wrong in the past plenty of times.
But he's kind of following the trend of a lot of people saying that there's still plenty of life in the Xbox.
I'm sure there is, dude, but
it's just another voice thrown in there, another opinion. I thought interesting. I'm following this story. I want to know if I need to save up for Christmas next year.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I'd like to think that it would be something closer to 2013, 2014 before we have to go and buy new consoles and stuff. But next year just is easily viable. I mean, I don't think it's a stretch of the imagination to say that next year could easily be the launch of another Xbox console.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just think it could be done.
Scary, man.
It is.
Well, I'm very poor.
Anyways, yeah.
But yeah, well, that's pretty much the story there. But there is more sort of Xbox news. Obviously, the new dashboard has been in beta for a while.
Yeah.
You're on it.
Yeah.
There's been an official release date confirmed for the 6th of December.
Yay.
Hey.
It's not that exciting.
No.
No, I've been playing around with it. It's kind of...
It's just like a new sort of lick of paint, isn't it?
I mean, obviously it looks like what they're trying to do with Windows 8 kind of thing, and they're kind of trying to marry everything together so that all Microsoft stuff...
So they're trying to what?
Marry it all together. Shut your face. So that everything kind of looks uniform and kind of, everything on the devices, like, you get the fucking Windows 7 phones, everything's like blocks and shit and stuff moves around, and that's the thing they're going for now. That's the Microsoft thing. So
blocks and shit's moving around.
Yeah. And then that's basically what they're trying to do with the 360, and it's kind of a bit daunting to start with, and you're like, it looks okay. A lot of people really hate it based off of what I've heard. I think it's okay. I think it's confusing to people who've just got used to...
Well, there was a lot of people not liking it when the blades went.
Yeah, I don't think it was... I think that the transition from the blades to the next Xbox experience, what the fuck they called it, was easier than moving to this. I think this confused things a lot more, but that's just me. I mean, it's fine. I don't really care. If I'm honest.
But it does... they are sort of touting all the new features.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's some features in there. There's the cloud storage and stuff, which everybody else and their mum who make consoles has pretty much fucking done already. How long have you had it on PS3?
A while.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's this whole beacons thing they've got, which is kind of cool, but it's only... I mean, if you play on the Xbox every night or if you... I don't know, like, it's not... I can't see it personally for me being anything particularly useful, but basically what it is you'll be like, I'm playing this game tonight at this time. It's like putting out a message to your friends and saying, like, an invite saying, hey, you can join me, I'll be on playing this. Sort of a heads up for people when your friends list, and that's about it. That's really what it is.
Spying.
It's not...
Fuel for stalkers.
It's not really, it's just kind of...
I wonder what Dan's playing. Oh, he was up until 11 o'clock playing Connectimals.
It's true, it actually happened once. But yeah, that's kind of it, really. That's kind of where I think all the... I mean, I'm sure there's tons of other features in there that I'm not mentioning, but those are pretty much the main ones they're taking, and they're not that amazing to me. But that's just me, so, But so everyone can check that out on the 6th of December and just see how amazing it really is.
Yeah.
Yay. Is there another story?
That is the end of the story.
Okay.
And last story in the news. Talked about it a few times. Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yeah.
Obviously, we were speculating about sort of with the re-release of the original game on the arcade, the HD upgrade,
Yeah.
which I played, by the way. It's still awesome. I highly recommend everybody buys it and plays it. Will we see a Beyond Good and Evil 2 following that? Ubisoft has said that it's still in development, but not for the current gen consoles.
See, there you go. This could be next Xbox. Could come out next year. Could be launch title. You never know.
Yeah, but having said that, this has been still in development for the last 10 years or so.
Yeah, alright, I get it. Yeah.
It might be a while, but it kind of sucks. But it's something to look forward to. At least I know when the next gen comes, there's going to be a game that I'm definitely going to pick up.
True.
Has shown like a lot of concept art and everything. I'm really liking what they're doing. They're saying there was like a leaked video, which a lot of people thought was fake, of gameplay of it or a concept of what they want the gameplay to look like. And if it looks anything like that, it's going to be amazing.
Cool.
So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Hopefully they'll. I mean, obviously they've ruled out this gen, so that's fine.
Yeah.
At least you know it's coming. Like you say, a lot of the fans won't feel. I don't think they'll feel too stung. I think
because there was a trailer.
Yeah.
That came out like a year ago.
Probably more.
Yeah. There's been a couple of trailers and there's been nothing else. So they've been very hush hush with this game, and even this came out sort of begrudgingly.
Mm.
So
yeah, I think you can just kind of think yourself lucky that when you do get the shiny new next Xbox or PlayStation or whatever,
the next box,
then
they should call it that. It's better than the 720.
Yeah, I'm sure they won't call it the 720, but anyways, at least you'll have something to look forward to on that. I'm just saying. Okay, that's the news. Is it done? We done?
Pretty much.
Excellent. Okay, another break, I think. So when we come back, we're going to be talking about the UK sales chart and this week's releases. Hello and welcome back to the Games4all podcast. We're going to be talking about this week's releases, but first it's over to Michelle with the UK sales chart.
Yes, and I've got a happy face on.
Good.
I think you'll all know why in a minute. Okay, so at number 10 it's Just Dance 3.
Hey.
At number 9 it's Super Mario 3D Land.
Ooh.
At number 8 it's Battlefield 3.
It's no need for that, James.
At number 7 it's The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
Oh, it's kind of, a little bit disappointing that's in quite low, but
Yeah.
It's still in the top 10.
Yeah,
It's
of
good.
course, yeah.
Good. At number 6 it's Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary.
That's good.
At number 5 it's FIFA 12. At number 4 it's Saints Row the Third.
Yeah, not bad.
At number 3 it's The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim.
Hooray.
At number 2 it's
Twatting things. Sorry, go on.
At number 2 it's Assassin's Creed Revelations, or Revolutions should I say?
Revelations.
Revelations.
You were right the
I
first
got it
time.
right the first time. At number
Well
1
done,
it's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Cool.
No Zumba Fitness!
Yeah, for the first time since we've been doing the chart, I think.
Yeah.
Which is really fucking bad. Zumba Fitness is to be seen in the top 10. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's not all happy smiles and
No,
celebrations.
it's
We're
about to go downhill.
About to go tits up. So, James, this week's releases. What we got?
Go as follows. Batman Arkham City. Now I know what you're saying. Surely that's out. Not on PC it isn't. Until Friday.
That's today.
Today. Until today. It is now out on PC. Running on DirectX 11. But you need like a pretty shit hot rig. Run it on there. It does look nice though.
Yeah, sure it does.
So that may be popping back into the charts next week. Because I know a lot of PC players who enjoyed the first game and have been waiting patiently
We'll see.
for this.
Yeah.
WWE 12. It's a wrestling game.
Mm-hmm.
It's on 360, PS3 and Wii.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Burly men wrestling. Woo!
I'm sure there are some women in there as well.
Yeah, pulling hair. Woo! Not.
Doing the old bra and panties match.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Next up is Lord of the Rings: War in the North. 360, PS3, and PC. Are they still making Lord of the Rings
I
games?
think
Obviously.
yeah, I think they still are.
This is sort of like an action RPG. I've heard some sort of fairly positive.
I haven't heard anything about it. I mean, I know this game's coming out. I've heard stuff about the fact that it's coming out, but not anything really about the game. So
No, I'll probably give it a miss, though.
yeah,
As much as I love Lord of the Rings, it's kind
I
of like...
cannot see you playing a Lord of the Rings game.
No,
You're a big fan, but it's not the games.
no. You see, this is what films are for, and books.
Yeah.
If I want to journey into Middle Earth, I just pop in and see Elijah Wood's Baby Blues on the screen over there.
Games.
Games. What did you call me? No, yeah, games.
Yeah. So
Professor-
yeah, that's out.
Yeah, that's out. Professor Layton and the Spectre's Call on DS. I know what I'm asking for Christmas, Michelle.
Anyway,
Timber Fitness, dude.
Shut up. King of Fighters 13. Yes, 13.
Are they still making those?
On 360 PS3.
Now I'm gonna kind of
Interject.
yeah. I mean, King of Fighters back on the days of the Neo Geo.
Yeah,
It's cool stuff.
yeah.
It's good times.
There was a Genesis version. It wasn't
Yeah,
King of
yeah.
Fighters. I can't remember what it was called.
I mean, there's
King of Fighters spawned from that. Was it brutal? No, fatal? No,
what are you talking about?
I don't know. It had all
Yeah.
the characters and stuff in it.
Yeah. Anyways, I know there's a lot of King of Fighters that came out of the Dreamcast as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of surprising this is still going.
There's a lot of sort of 2D sort of fighters sort of making a comeback.
Yeah.
Next we had like Mortal Kombat, we had Marvel vs. Capcom, and then there was the new versions of Street Fighter and all that.
True.
But this is kind of like the King of Fighters has always been like the technical fighting game.
Mm.
So
Well,
it's always been the one that I've sucked at the most. So I probably won't be picking this up.
yeah, I'd be tempted, but I just don't want to pay full price for this.
No.
I don't know.
Bleh.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that on?
That's on that.
Nice. What was that supposed to be?
Rayman Origins
Mm.
out on 360, PS3, and Wii.
And-
I loved and bleh. I loved the Rayman games.
Yeah.
I really,
This
really
is going to
did.
be popular. I can
Yeah,
tell.
Rayman 3 is coming to the PlayStation Network at some point in the future. But, you know, this is cool. It's like an HD, 2D, cartoonified Rayman. It's a Rayman game. It's a new Rayman game.
Sweet.
I really enjoyed the demo.
I haven't played demo. I couldn't say.
Demo's cool.
Yeah, okay.
My little boy is scared of the demo, though.
Okay, well,
But-
I come.
He just panics when faced with adversity.
Okay.
There's these old guys in trench coats and they're standing on a platform. He didn't want to jump down because he knew he was going to get hit. Even though he'd probably be fine. He was like, do it. I was like, saying, just jump down and hit him. Just jump down and hit him.
Yeah,
He was
I
like,
ended up
"Ah."
jumping down and getting killed.
Oh, that's fucked
Yeah.
up. Okay. What else? What else we got?
Kirby's Adventure on Wii.
Mm-hmm.
Another Kirby game. Surely one of those came out this year. Was it Epic Yarn?
Epic Yarn was last year, I think.
Was it?
I can't remember, to be honest.
Obviously made an impression.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's out. It'll be a adventure Kirby game. We know Kirby. The big.
So that's all that's coming out, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well, there is one more unspecified Wii game which I will
No.
not go into. If you really must buy it, be prepared to get a slating, and you're not going to get any thinner. No matter how hard you try. Don't fool yourself. Save your money. Buy chocolate.
If you didn't get that,
And if you really have to go that sort of route, maybe get some salsa.
Some Fitness 2's out on me. Anyway, right, so that's pretty much the show for this week. Wow, we kind of just got through that somehow.
Yeah.
Who knows? Right, so thank you very much for listening, downloading, supporting us. Please subscribe to us on iTunes if you don't already. Head on over to iTunes, do a search for the Games4all podcast. There you can also check out our video podcast that we do as well, Games4all Extra. We haven't done many episodes of that this year, but we'll try and cobble something together next year at some point.
Yeah.
You know, put a few more episodes out if we can. But please check out the Halloween special. I'm going to mention that again. Why not? because just going to be some of the watches for that. I think get some more hits on that one. And you suffered for it, so you kind of want to be kind of the.
I still wake up at night with a cold sweat.
So yeah,
the fear of small Japanese girls looming over me. Not in a good way. Normally when I have those sorts of dreams there's some kind of happy ending, but not after Halloween.
Okay, so if you want to know what that's all about,
I say small Japanese girls, I mean in stature, not in. This should be clarified. Jesus Christ!
I didn't even fucking think of that until you just said that. Staying in. I'm not editing that out. Anyway.
No, but you need to keep in the clarification.
Yeah, okay.
Seriously,
I'll just stick it on the end as a loop. But anyway, check out the Halloween special. It was fun. God. Okay. Also, we're on Facebook, facebook.com/Games4all podcast. Twitter, twitter.com/Games4all or @Games4all. You can email us, podcast@Games4allpodcast.com. And those are the 3 ways you can also vote for your favourites in the Games4all Awards. We announced the nominees at the beginning of the show. If you missed it, head on back and listen back to those. There's a lot of games that come out this year. We'd like to award them, the good ones.
Yeah.
So please vote. You've got to December 4th for that. So
if you don't, we'll cut your bollocks off.
So thank you very much for listening again. Check out our good friends over at the Underground Geek Network. Doing a good show, doing good stuff.
Yeah.
Playing a lot of Skyrim.
Yeah.
Lately.
Yeah.
Working the system. Level 80 what?
1.
Jesus. Okay, so check them out. Awesome show. Tons of geeky goodness. That should be their little tagline. And thank you very much for listening. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back next week.
An eclectic mix.
Bye.
For more episodes of the Games4all podcast, check out our website, www.games4allpodcast.com.
You can also follow us at twitter.com/Games4all or check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Games4all podcast.
The Games4all podcast is brought to you in association with HostGator. For all your web host needs, check out hostgator.com.